You will avenge your friend, will you not?
After we get Jax back, yes, for sure. 100%.
I know lots of this Jax, other than that he is a common criminal.
Look, one person at a time, okay? And I'm like, there's like a quiver in my voice, and I'm starting to like break down a little bit because I am sad about Ariel. Fuck off, Malgan. Fuck off. You want to go? You like, what do you want?
I like do a like little chess show, but I don't say anything. And I
go deal with your shit. We got to get this taken care of.
wish I had a melt stone right now. I'd totally go in there to weep, but you know, can't do it.
Okay, that's the end of our interaction.
Lou's wishing that he knew some sort of calming, like calming spells, but the best he can do is play some light music.
Malgan is like sniffling and he give the poor boy some food.
You give the poor boy some food.
I have none. It was taken from me.
Okay, well, what makes you think I have food? I'm not giving him any
You
food.
always have food.
Why do I don't always have food.
Yes, you do. I don't know how you
do.
You always have food.
Shh, don't tell him that.
Give the poor boy some food.
You guys see the underling come back over to Julius, and you see that he removes this metal plate that has rectangular holes punched into it from the letters, and then hands the letters back to Hafiyet. And Hafiyet reads over them, shakes his head, and sighs before sliding them over to all of you and says, take a look. It's not good.
I look at it.
I don't.
Okay. You guys look at the letters, and a couple of letters that are squared in with red ink. And you read from the first one, the extracted text is, Hayanar, 23rd, 1546, Duke to be killed. Received help from the eyeless. I don't know why they are here. I will need to return home afterwards. I might be compromised.
Fuck, what? The eyeless? They're here? They did this?
Their eyes.
Blind people? How did they do this?
They're a cult, Malgan. Come on.
A blind cult? What did they do?
Anyways.
He'll be killed on the 26th.
So, the cult is here to kill the Duke? Well, I don't understand why.
This Jack's true Duke. Perhaps it's his execution.
Do you guys?
Did you say Jack's the Duke?
Do you guys read the second extracted text?
Could you reread the first one real quick?
Reread the first one? So it says, Hayanar, 23rd, 1546, Duke to be killed, receiving help from the eyeless. I don't know why they're here. I will need to return home afterwards. I might be compromised.
Wait, is that the guy who was that the dead body that we found?
Dead body
in the woods when we were looking for the when we like got sent out there and then we ran into the cults.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys read the second extracted text?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So this is the letter that you assume was delivered to Julius from the lady that he wrote to originally. And it reads, the extracted text reads, sounds like your hired fools are distracting the Duke's Guild of Thieves.
Damn.
How much longer can you remain in Wickshire? How much gold shall be pulled from the treasury the coming month? Are the mines truly bottomless? How close is the duchy to bankruptcy?
Are you the fools? You and Ariel and this Jax.
I do a heavy sigh and then I go, technically.
I think you're also included in that, buddy.
Couldn't be. When was this dated?
Wait, so the duchy is broke, it sounds like.
You heard, you read bankruptcy. You don't know how close or anything.
People are, they're pulling it out for nefarious needs and not for filling in potholes and stuff.
So they're going to kill the Duke, or is that why the Duke's son was already killed?
So you see Hafiyet lean forward and says, tomorrow is the 23rd. I assume he's planning to kill the Duke tomorrow, and perhaps either whenever he gets the chance, or perhaps at your friend's execution.
Tomorrow is the 23rd or the 26th?
23rd.
The 23rd in real life too.
I thought that the note said the Duke would be killed on the 26th. Or did I just write that down wrong?
It said the 23rd.
Okay. I don't know where I got 26 from. That's sorry.
Yeah, the current day is the 22nd.
I mean, Lou wrote down the 26th, so.
Maybe it's Tattletale.
I mean, it's in the letter. We're reading the letter, so forget it.
Yeah, you guys have it right there, so.
Okay, so we have reason to believe there's going to be an assassination attempt on the Duke tomorrow. Do we think it could happen at Jax's beheading?
Who is this Jax? Why is the Duke witnessing the beheading of this man?
He was a part of the guard. I think he was kind of high up.
Why would that? I feel like if I am a man of city, I would avoid this and cover it up like the plague. This is.
Should we try to tell someone? But like, who can we trust? I mean,
So back up a second, because we clearly have something that links Julius to Maris. I believe Lafayette now needs to hold up his end of the deal of helping us rescue Jax.
You see Lafayette kind of looks down at the notes and says, "It's a loose connection, but our plans do intend for the Duke to live as long as we can have him. I suppose we can help you if you need it."
I don't know. Do we need it, guys?
Yes, we do. We very much do.
Do you have any sort of strategy on how to get Jax out of this perilous situation?
The penitentiary is difficult at best to reach. Unfortunately, the easiest time to save him might be at his execution.
That's dramatic. Okay.
Fun.
I love camp.
We'll think of a way to get him out, but I ask you all this. When this Maris shows himself, I will kill him.
Okay, you do that, bud.
So Happy account looks to you guys and says, What are you guys planning to do? I have voiced my opinion. I believe either ambushing on the road or at the execution itself are the two best options for us at the moment. On the road would be difficult because we don't know which road they're taking, and we can't spread our agents out to find which one specifically, or else we'll have difficulties communicating with one another as we are so spread out.
Where do we go after this execution? How do we deal with this?
He looks to you all and says, "I cannot reveal my order, but you all can present this incriminating evidence to the Duke, and perhaps it might be enough to clear all your name."
Can we go to the Duke's house?
He looks to you all and says, "Well, I believe I still see posters for the two of you," and he kind of gestures to Lou and Ophelia. I believe Sure, but he looks to you two and says, you two still have warrants, and I believe just walking in may not be the best idea."
Why would they have a wanted poster of a boy? He's a child. This is insane.
You know, I'm like 45, right?
Yes, that's the natural age of a child. This is ridiculous.
Also
Fine,
not
a preteen if you'd like, but still.
Also, not a dwarf.
I look at you. What are you?
I don't
course
really
you're-
know, actually.
Exactly.
Definitely not a dwarf, though.
Exactly, boy. Now, if someone could give this poor boy some food, I'll be on.
Why are you always trying to feed it?
He's a young boy. We're taking him on these ridiculous adventures. He has a wanted poster. He needs food. He needs nourishment to grow big and strong. He's also very scrawny.
Lafayette cuts you off. Lafayette's going to cut you off and says, "I have presented a plan. If you all have another one to present, I will gladly listen. Otherwise, rest, and we will do what we need to tomorrow."
Well, which one should we choose? Probably, I guess, yeah, we present the evidence to the Duke.
I think we should present the evidence to the Duke.
Is
I
the Duke
agree.
going to be present at the execution?
I don't think you guys know.
Okay.
Oh, Malgin is from Wickshire, right?
Yes.
So he would know that, like, if execution is like high importance enough that it's being done publicly to make like a point, that generally the Duke is present.
Okay.
Damn. Okay.
I take back what I said earlier. I believe the Duke would be at this. This is a very important execution, and so it's possible.
Well, I don't want us to risk like spreading our resources too thin. Maybe we should go to the execution.
Well, you can do two things at once. Is we can go to the execution, and the Duke will be there, so we can also keep an eye out for people trying to assassinate the Duke.
Do we think Maris might be there?
Yes, I'd say there's a good chance that he will be.
I will have his head.
So it's decided that gonna go save Jax at the execution.
Yep.
All right, that's your guys' plan?
Yes.
Okay.
By presenting the letters to the Duke.
Haffiet nods and says, then we'll be there with our full strength. And he gestures to a corner of the room that has bedrolls and a couple of crates. One is open and has some like food inside.
I immediately go over to the crate and hand Lou some food.
Okay. It's like military rations. It's like dried fruits and meats.
Lou takes it with a sigh.
Boy, eat up. You're a wanted man. This is not right, but I will get this cleared.
All right.
All right, so you guys take a long rest.
Yep.
Okay. You guys bed down, and you guys are probably still kind of running on adrenaline from everything that happened today, but you guys eventually calm down and fall asleep. Jax.
Lou, before he falls asleep,
Yeah.
actually picks up his bedroll and goes to the other side of the room
Okay.
Wow.
for reasons known only to himself.
Okay. Gotcha.
Boy wants privacy. He's young and growing, if you understand my meaning.
He tries to do it subtly, so I'll do a stealth check for that.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, if I remember correctly, the highest passive perception was 14, so no one detects it. You just, Malgin and Ophelia are just kind of bed down, not really paying attention to Lou, and he's able to slink off, no issue.
Damn, I really wish Malgin could have said that line, but you all know what I would have said if I saw it.
Sleepwalking?
Going Scoob.
So anyways, you guys fall asleep. Jax, sitting in the high tower of Bergstrom Penitentiary, it is very uncomfortable as your straw bed is falling apart pretty much every night you sleep on it. It is a very thin layer of straw, and the pillow is also just a straw pillow that is not filled up very much at all. Your stomach is growling, your head is numb from the lack of food, and the constant like moist atmosphere this jail seems to perpetuate. If there's no other sound, there's always dripping water, just coming from somewhere. And as you fall asleep that night, you slip into a dream.
Oh boy.
You sit in a black void with only things visible is yourself in ankle-high water. For a moment, it doesn't affect you because it kind of just feels like you're still sitting in your cell in the penitentiary. But as soon as you open your eyes again, you quickly realize you take note of the black void of you're in. Kind of takes you a second to get up because you are tired, but you quickly find that your body has been almost magically healed to how it was before you were thrown into the jail. And as you stand up, you squint and look carefully ahead of you to find a small island of grass and rock, like just off from where you are, and see a gigantic oak tree, like impossible by real life, like physics to exist. Large oak tree that is sitting on top of this dirt and rock, and you see it is covered with ravens staring, unmoving at you. What do you do?
I'm gonna yell and try and scare the birds away.
It's unnerving how still they are, and no matter how much you move, their eyes just follow you.
Is there anything interesting around the base of the tree?
Yeah, do you approach?
Yeah.
Each one of your footfalls sloshes and kicks water around as you walk, and the sound forever echoing out into the black void. You walk up the small hill where the gigantic tree's massive roots sink deep into the dirt as if to grasp the ground underneath in a death grip. You look up again and once more notice that all the ravens are just, their eyes track you perfectly. It makes your stomach twist. And as you approach the tree, you find a blade stabbed into it. It looks plain, other than the 3 emeralds held within the center of the hilt. It looks brand new, yet for some reason its age is apparent to you, as if it's like an aura that washes over you, like a fragrance. Runes run the length of the blade, and shimmer in a defiant and powerful dark green. How is Jax feeling this moment?
Uneasy. Jax is gonna just like stare at this thing a little bit.
Okay, stare at it for a moment. When a second passes, you quickly look up in a panic as all the ravens in the tree scream in panic and dash to fly away. You turn and hear a raven cawing loudly behind you, flying straight for you. Time slows as you lay eyes upon the raven in mid-flap with what looks like torchlight behind it. It's only when the massive rocky structure behind the raven opens its massive glowing red slit of an eye do you realize you're looking upon an ancient creature whose head alone is the size of a castle tower. In less than a second, it snaps its head to face you, its maw gaping open to show razor-sharp teeth lining the interior. An endless stream of flame bellows out like a ball shot from a cannon that instantly disintegrates you from skin to bone before you snap awake in the middle of the night.
Creepy.
How does he
My
feel?
last night on Earth, and I couldn't even have a peaceful night.
That's not the great attitude.
Jax just kind of like hyperventilates for a little bit.
And you look down over your form, and it's only been a few days, but you've been living in terrible conditions the last few days. Going forward, you definitely have exhaustion. As you look over your still muscular but very much stringy and bruised all over body. You find sleep once more. Ophelia, you open your eyes and you feel the familiar heat of the desert sun. As you find yourself back in the Isla's camp, you are balancing on a particularly large and pointed rock with your hands bound behind your back. You are drenched in sweat as you balance on a single foot that is aching from the hours spent holding this position, along with your knees and lower back.
I feel panicked
Okay.
and uncomfortable.
And you kind of look to your side for a moment as you see your master, Farron Matar, look up to you as he sips a cup that has steaming rising off of it, that with the dark liquid inside. And all he says is, "Focus."
I weirdly like snap into what my mindset would have been at the time, and I like try to force myself to focus in that moment.
You close your eyes tight as the sweat continues to just drip down your face unrelentingly. You are just completely drenched while training in the hot desert sun. After another about 45 minutes, you finally hear Farron Matar almost whisper, say, "Switch feet." And as you hear that, your entire body aches because you started the day off by balancing on the other foot first.
I'm like frantic to get over to the other foot to avoid like disappointing him, but it doesn't feel good and it hurts a lot.
Yeah, and the pain is just overwhelming at this point as your other knee buckles and you end up falling from the rock. It's not a far fall, but your hands are bound behind your back and you quickly fall flat onto your chest as you're wearing you're not even wearing like your normal robings or desert robings that you would wear in a desert. You're wearing essentially your underwear as you're just training, and it's just your bare skin slamming down against really hot sand. And then Farron Matar gets up and comes over to you and says, "You did a little longer today."
I tried my best.
He nods his head and says, You're advancing quickly. It's very good to see, but you'll have to be much stronger before we send you out.
I'm going to get better a lot faster, sir.
He nods and says, come, let's get lunch. And he offers you a hand.
I quickly take it.
And he helps you to your feet, and he starts to walk. He doesn't offer you a hand to support you from falling, as you quite awkwardly have to walk to your robes, put them on, and then walk after him, and you quickly fall behind. But once you guys get to the outskirts of like the tent town that is the Isla's central base, he stops and waits for you to catch up. And once you do, you hear screaming coming from the center of the town.
Okay, I'm startled.
And Faramatar looks to you and says, looks like quite the commotion. Would you like to see it, or ignore for some food?
What's going on?
See, Farron just shrugs and says, I haven't the care to go investigate.
I'll meet you there, sir. I just want to go see what's happening.
He nods and says, fine, it's your time for the moment. And he kind of walks off to wherever they get food in the tent town. And you go towards the screaming.
Yep.
You walk into the center of town, not far from where the ceremonial circular structure is with the two like crossing stone arches, and find a male elf not far from your age, what it looks like. I mean, elves they age weirdly compared to all the other races, so you don't actually know how old he is. He is being held and forced onto his knees by two agents that are dressed a lot like Farron, your master, with the masks and the hoods and the black robings, holding him tightly with one holding a knife to his throat. As you see, the Archbishop is standing over him, and as you walk onto the scene, it's just the Archbishop like staring down, completely silent, as this younger looking elf that is being held is just yelling at him, it's lies, this is all lies, you're all insane, this god is going to ruin us, we have to leave, we have to go somewhere else. And as he slowly quiets down, the Archbishop looks from him to the crowd around him and says, this man lost his way. There is not much we can do for him at this point. As you all can see, he's raving insane. Thinks that those who believe in Got have the right idea. And you see everyone in the crowd kind of murmurs and shakes their head at one another. And the Archbishop then says, he knows so much. We've spent so much time giving so much of our food and water to this man. Things that are just so precious in these dry Saharan land. And he chose to spit in our faces. Say that our God is wrong and wishes to leave. And he kind of looks around silently for a moment and says, you all know what happens to those who seek to do this. And everyone gets like really stiff in the crowd before the Archbishop looks to one of the agents that's holding the dagger to the guy's throat and nods, and the agent just drags the dagger across the guy's throat.
Damn.
Both agents hold him up and keep him restrained as he bleeds out from his wound.
I'm shocked at the situation, but not at their course of action.
And the Archbishop looks around and says, take care, all of you. Please inform us if any so much as think like this man. The last thing we need is a traitor telling our numerically advantageous enemies where we are. The Archbishop quickly walks to one side with the crowd gathered around, parting as he gets close, so he can just walk through, as if he has an aura that's pushing them, then leaves. As the young elf that is being held just thrashes around for a full 2.5 minutes before going limp, and the agents that are holding him just begin to carry him off.
I'm startled and shaken, but I decide to just go meet up with my master.
Okay. And from there, the memory fades as you fall back to sleep. Likely, would you say you're probably tossing and turning this memory now?
Yeah, it's pretty upsetting. Very traumatic.
Yeah.
Bueno.
No bueno. And as that memory fades and you fall back to sleep, Lou, you're walking through your makeshift hometown. It's a place of small people who don't like to be seen or found by the wider civilizations of the world. They like to keep to themselves and have a small, quiet life. And you would know that when you guys are found or think that you're found, you're all too good at picking up and finding a new home somewhere else and putting up temporary homes, but then quickly make them into something far grander and more permanent. But you feel nervous today as your father asked to have a talk with you. This is pretty uncommon for him. He's a simple farmer. You don't consider him to be the brightest guy in the world, but you have to have a bit of respect for the guy that adopted you and has pretty much taken care of you all this time. How is Lou feeling in this moment as he's walking through his greenery-filled forest hometown to go talk to his dad?
Curious but comfortable.
Okay.
You know, kind of unusual.
You walk into your family house, and it is a quaint place. Everything's made of wood, wood flooring, wood walls, and wood ceiling. The interior of the home keeps heat super well. You have yet to find replicated anywhere else in the world. And you walk in and turn the corner into the kind of more like a fireplace living room area, where you see your relatively on the cusp of becoming elderly dad pour 2 cups of tea and says, "Oh, Lou, good you came. That's great. Just brewed some tea. Hope you like some green leaf. It's my personal favorite."
My favorite.
Oh, good. Wonderful. So how about you take a seat and we can talk for a minute.
All right. What's going on?
So you take a seat and he does too, and he kind of takes a sip. Says, "So have you been lately, Lou? We don't really talk much, do we?"
Nope, but you're busy. I know.
Yeah, it's a failing of mine as a father, but we all have them. And I've just, as a father does, been worrying lately. Guess I'll get right into it. It's I don't usually handle these sorts of situations, as you know. I'm a quiet farmer. Was never really the dad type, but I've been your brother and sister have been telling me some concerning things. Have you been hearing voices?
Nope.
Go ahead and roll deception. And he kind of looks at you and says, "Oh yeah, I thought they're jokesters. They like to play jokes on people, and I think they just got me." But
the only voice I've been hearing is my own.
No, it's good. That's a huge relief, actually, because a father is going to be concerned about a son who's hearing voices. But I know you've been wanting to leave for a while now, and as you just said, I know the whole voices things might have just been made up by your brother and sister, but I can't help but feel like this acting out that you've been doing lately, playing pranks on all the neighbors and some of the more, the stealing you've been doing. It's concerning, and can't help but think that it's an act of rebellion from your family wanting you to stay and live similar lives to us.
I don't know the last time I stole anything. All this stuff's mine.
He kind of nods and you see his face kind of drop a little bit and says, "Yes, well, I think you have a lot of ambition, Lou, don't you?"
Be famous. That's a given.
I would definitely count that as ambition. And that's the thing about ambition. It's like a nasty blackberry bush. When you plant it on purpose, keep it well tended, keep the thorns cut back and maintained, produces blackberries, which are great. They make everybody happy. Everybody loves a blackberry. But when they're wild and they just grow out of control, their vines getting everywhere, taking over some people's entire farm, I would know from personal experience. They are quite nasty, and thorny and end up hurting people more than anything else, because you can't get to the blackberries, which is no fun. And
So you're telling me to trim my bush?
you see, he chuckles to himself and says, "Well, that's important too, but I know your mother would hate for me to say this, but if you want to leave, do it. I would hate for you to feel hate for you to hate us for not letting you leave."
I don't hate you, but I feel like it is definitely something I need to do.
He says, "Well, that's great. Hey, if you want to go out into the world and make your mark, change it for the better. That's wonderful. I think more people should. But I want you to go out in the world and change it for the better, and not let it change you for the worse."
When was the last time you saw that happen?
He just kind of, it's like a sad smile you see on his face, and says, as he kind of gives a dry chuckle and says, "Well, yeah, me personally, not much. But hey, maybe I'll change that soon. The season's coming to an end. I'm going to have some more time. Maybe you and me can go fishing."
Sure, I'd like that.
Yeah, perfect. As soon as the season ends. How about it?
Sounds good.
And from there, you quickly fall back to sleep. And then, Malgan, as you slumber, the darkness of your dreams quickly form into a very eloquent dining room that has this big, long, really expensive-looking mahogany table that you are sitting at with your immediate family, not the rest of the clan, just your immediate family, in this room of like black brick, not black, but very like dark brick, with a fireplace across the room. All of you are silent as you're eating, as a certain tension hangs in the air before, when everyone is pretty much done eating, you see most of your family leave, except your father, who sits there a moment without standing. How are you feeling in this moment?
Apprehensive. Do I look like I did before the shave?
Yeah.
Cool. Reshaven Malgan is my favorite Malgan.
I just think it's very on brand for Malcolm to have a mahogany table.
For real. The Fluff family have no expense.
You shall return.
Malcolm to the Malganate.
So do you get up as the rest of your family leaves, or?
I suppose I kind of like apprehensively stand, assuming I can go, but unsure.
Yeah, and as you take that, in your unsureness, your father quickly speaks up, and it's very commanding, but it's not much more of a whisper. Not much more of a whisper. And he tells you, "Sit down, boy."
Sit right now.
Damn.
He's not looking at you in the eye. He's just looking down at his plate. You see he has this gigantic, thick beard that looks like he's been growing it for at least 100 years. That is has a bunch of different like gold and diamond pieces of jewelry inlaid into it to look extravagant. As he's wearing not like anything a knight would wear in his downtime, but like more like a commoner dress, just like a simple plain shirt with like those poofy arms and some leather pants. And he then speaks up. You want to join the Kirkstein?
Yes, Father.
Why?
To do right by the people, to honor our name.
So he takes like a long breath in and a long breath out and says, "Do you even believe in their god?"
not about belief. It is about honoring our name, honoring our family.
He kind of rolls his head to one side and says, Malgan, we're stonecutters. We're artists. We're not military men.
I have no talent for it, Father. Choose to honor our name this way.
The worst dwarf working at his own craft is 10 times the human, the Gallic. It doesn't...
I care not to compare myself to humans. I care to honor the family in the best way that I can for other dwarves.
Malgan, I'm speaking for the entire clan when I say this. We don't care about honors won in battle. We are a clan of stonecutters, and I will not have you join the Kirkstein.
I will do what I wish, Father.
Like a long moment of silence passes.
Yeah, I'm like shaking.
And before he says, if you do this, I'm cutting you out of the family.
Damn.
Haha. Cutting. Y'all get it?
You'll be a part of the clan only in name.
Dang.
I understand.
This entire time, he hasn't looked you in the eye once.
I feel like at this point, I stand up from the table, like, draw a deep breath in, trying to look like I'm not, like, freaking the fuck out. And that's when I say, like, I will prove my worth to the Kirkstein to you, Bob. And I muster the courage to walk away.
Just before you, like, walk out of the room, he kind of leans forward in his seat, and you hear, like, the loud creaking of, like, the thick wooden chair he's sitting in adjust as his weight adjusts. And he says to you, as your back is turned to him, there is nothing down this path for you other than ruin and disappointment.
I just stop as he says it. I don't turn back, don't say anything, and then continue walking.
Okay. Your dream jumps to years later as you're working on a long, dreadful night of paperwork. This is not how you envisioned being part of the Kirkstein at all, and you hate it. Or at least I assume.
Yeah, no, he gets it.
As you're working on it, you remember back to what begun this, and it was some job trying to find embezzlement going on in the duchy. You don't even know why you're attached to it, other than you were told that the suspect has a high likelihood of being a dwarf, and that they decided to bring you in. What are Malkin's thoughts on that one?
He's wondering where Dorgu is, because he was supposed to bring him food and mead like an hour ago.
And as you're sitting there, you're looking over bank documents, and you see a bunch of circled names that you and the other lawyers that you've been working with have discovered to be fake names, aliases for you don't even know who. Of course, it's the bank. It's the Journeyman's Trade Guild or Merchants Guild bank, the only bank in town. And you find that a bunch of fake names that all popped up like way too close to one another on one date, and have had money put into them, or they have withdrawn money, and then money has been moved somewhere else. And as you look through it, the more you look over it, maybe it's like exhaustion, or maybe you're just it's finally clicking in your head that all this money is disappearing, and then the exact same amount is being deposited in your cousin's bank account.
He is beginning to sweat and get concerned.
You look it over. You try to find anything in on these documents to prove otherwise, but you can't. Like, once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. It's just there. And as you become more and more sweaty and frantic, you hear the door suddenly open at the branch entrance, and you see Dorgu coming in with wine and grapes. Says, "Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't mean to scare. I just brought you what you asked for." And he kind of comes over and lays it on your desk that you're working at.
Where were you? This is an hour late.
I'm sorry, sir. It's late. It took me a while to reach the wine. I'm very short.
If you are late again, I will write you up. I'll have you know that, boy.
He bows his head and says, yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Dorgy, listen to me. You're a good lad. But you need to listen to me more closely.
He says, yes, sir. Can I go to bed now?
Once you do your prayers and repent for what you've done today.
He nods and says, yes, sir. Of course, sir. And
Malgin is feeling quite pleased with himself for having abused the boy, but
before he leaves, he looks to you and, like, between you and the paper and says, did you find anything interesting?
oh no, nothing of importance yet. This is very boring work, to be honest. I would have gotten more done had you brought the meter.
He bows and says, sorry, sir. And he quickly turns around, kind of shuffles away. And that's when this dream fades to black once more. And you guys then wake up the next morning, feeling refreshed with all your stuff refilled.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, where's Lou?
Lou snores.
You guys find the snoring halfling pretty quick.
Malgin kind of like freaks out a little bit because he's used to waking up in stone. So he kind of wakes up and is like defending himself a little bit. Like he's worried people are looking at him.
Why can I move so freely?
So you guys wake up and you see Hafia is gone. It's just Kazra there. She walks over to you guys and says, Hafiet and Hans have already gone to the Elms.
Hans?
She looks at you all and says, is there anything you need before you get there, before we head out? I think I'll head out before you all and help scout out the area.
This feels like we're about to go to the dam in Fallout New Vegas.
Anything you've got that might help us succeed, I'll gladly take.
She kind of like looks up to one side for a moment before going to a crate that's like back behind the table Jules was working at when you guys first came into the basement, and opens up a crate and hands you all a healing potion.
You know, now that I think about it, these this could be very, you know, this could be a very tough, you know, people might die. Do you have any scrolls of revivify?
She looks at you and says, no, those are pretty hard to come by in this region. Maybe if we're back in my home country, but no, not. They've been hard to get here.
Alright, well, no harm in asking, I suppose.
And she gives each of you a greater healing potion.
Nice.
So you guys can add that to an inventory if you want.
I'll be adding that to my inventory.
Malgin cheerfully adds that to his rambunctiously adds it to his.
I hope it's cherry flavored. What do my health potions taste like?
Cherry cut.
Horrible.
What's that?
I
Cough
feel like
syrup.
they look horrible. Yeah.
Like cough syrup, yeah.
God, having a chug of cough syrup
Drinking.
right after an exhausting battle.
Ugh, that'd be terrible.
Yeah.
I feel like it tastes like drinking like eye detergent. It tastes like just truly heinous.
So is there any plan you guys want to put together before you head out?
Stick together.
Well, should we send someone to get Jax and someone to go to the Duke?
Except the execution is happening at the same time.
Stick together.
Okay. And we're all pretty well disguised, right? Malcolm, are you disguised?
Look like a common mercenary, I suppose.
I'm disguised.
Who puts on a new disguise today?
Okay, what do you put on?
Today he's gonna be a redhead.
Redhead, okay. So go ahead and roll performance to see how good your disguise is.
Hey!
Yeah, it's a really good disguise.
Redhead and you know what? Today he's not gonna have a beard.
Okay, clean shaven.
Yeah.
You all just see Lou just shave real quick.
They'll never recognize me now.
He looks
In fact,
a lot less like a dwarf to you, Malgan.
Put on a funny accent as well.
So yeah, if there's nothing else, you guys just want to head to the elms?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I feel like Malgan should be like, where did the boy go? But I'm not gonna do that.
Ophelia, you should also roll a performance check to see how good your disguise holds up. So it's you have some confidence that it will hold up. So you guys go to the elms?
I guess so.
Yep, let's go. We gotta get Jax back.
This might be loud, so be prepared to turn it down.
It's like execution music or something.
Yep.
Great.
Oh, this is not what I want.
Chill out, cat. Oh yeah. Oh, this is spooky.
Yeah, as you guys walk through the town, you guys hear the church bells ringing throughout the
Oh my
city.
gosh, there's so many people.
As you guys arrive, you see that the cart that wagoned in Jax has already arrived. Jax has been escorted to get out. Stop. Has been escorted to get out and is being escorted by the guards to approach the execution block. You guys can move your characters around if to find advantageous places to be, if you'd like.
Are we waiting for somebody?
Where do we think the Duke is gonna be?
So you guys see a bunch of important-looking people up over here.
Over by the execution ring.
Should we just...
By the guillotine, yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna get beheaded by a guillotine. That's even worse.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna roll perception to see if I can kind of tell if the eyeless are around. Yikes.
Yeah, everything seems normal.
Right.
Can I roll perception to see if I see any of my friends?
Yeah, go for it.
I have disadvantage because I'm exhausted.
Yep, you're right, yep. Almost nat 20.
I've wanted that 20 so bad.
There's the rest of the party, they're not hiding, like Lunophilia and Malgan. You guys aren't hiding, are you?
I don't think I would be, no.
No, I would
I mean, I also don't know who Malgan is.
that's a good point.
That's right.
But I am very well disguised.
Oh, you guys are
I'm trying
disguised,
to
that's
blend
right.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
screwed.
Yeah, you look around, you see no one familiar. You feel a pit in your stomach from how alone you feel right now.
Damn.
I mean, I could try to. We could just petition the Duke and.
So how about everyone rolls initiative right now?
Ow! Ow! Cat! Ow! Jeez! Sorry
We're
about
already
that.
getting hit.
My cat just jumped on my leg full claws.
Jeez. We're not going into combat like right now, but just so it's prepared.
I got a 5.
Hannah and Malcolm got 5, and Jackson Lou got 14.
I'm still spry for a prisoner.
Well, then you're excited. You get the something's different. You're out of the cell.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this outing.
Yeah.
It's like a
The
field
sky
trip.
sure looks like a sky.
It's like a field trip.
So yeah, do you guys want to move your characters around, or are you guys good to just be there?
What are we planning on doing? Are we waiting for the signal from Halfer yet? He never told us what he was doing.
That's a good point, yeah.
Should have asked harder.
Well,
I think you look cute. I'm gonna move into the crowd.
Okay, you can move your character wherever you want.
all right. Lou kind of wants to go talk to a guard.
What do you walk up, he's not paying attention to you, what do you say?
Sorry, I was sneezing. Excuse me.
He kind of looks around to you and says, huh, what do you want?
I have important information that the Duke needs to know about ASAP.
Go ahead and roll persuasion. 23, okay. It's for shits and giggles. Hey, nat 20. He looks to you and says, yeah, whatever, man.
I must insist.
Kind of looks back to you and says, join the crowd, enjoy the show.
Who goes to this guy? Excuse me.
The guards near him heard your guys' exchange. He probably...
Alright. Probably just get ignored.
Yeah, they never roll
Urgent
well.
news.
The one time they were well. Do you want your character moved, Malgan?
Yeah, well, first I want to just roll for a perception on if I see anyone of my family or like an acquaintance of my family in the crowd that I would know.
Go for it.
19.
19. Okay. You feel very confident that none of your family is here today.
Okay. Do I get anything else, or is that it?
I mean, you see Jax. He's looking pretty not good. He's surrounded by guards. There's a lot of other guards.
But can I do anything else, or is that the only thing I can?
You can move your character.
Oh wait, that's Ophelia.
I thought you were just moving a random person. Avert your eyes.
I don't know if I can move Malgin, but I guess I would move him.
Yeah,
I say I would go to Lou.
by Lou. So like right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I talk to him, or is that kind of too much?
You can talk to Lou.
Okay.
Listen to me.
I'm gonna like whisper to him, like, listen, I have a plan, worst case scenario, but do your best to get in there. I'll help how I can.
So Malgin, you see in the crowd black robed people,
Oh boy. This is gonna be chaos.
along with familiar people are wearing those blue robe / coats.
Boy, do you know if any of those men or people are Maris?
I doubt it.
Even if Lou did, Lou should totally lie about that.
I don't think so. Lou says, "Hey, can I tell you something private?"
Just one second. Malgin, you do find strange looking rocks, a little too large, planted around the kind of border of the cemented area.
Strange looking how?
They just don't, they look too smooth to be a rock, and they have kind of an acorn shape to them.
So dwarves have a passive ability to like test rocks.
Test rock, what does that mean?
Let me see. Hang on. Hopefully I'm not just making that up, but I thought that was a thing. Shit, I also could channel divinity this whole time, and I have not done that.
You're a cleric?
Yeah, stone cunning. Whenever you make an intelligence history check related to the origin of stonework, you are considered proficient in the history skill and add double your proficiency bonus to the check.
It's actually hilarious.
Yeah, if you want to make an intelligence check to see if the rock is weird.
I'm going to do that. So I'm adding...
One weird rock.
Well, wait, can I learn anything about the rock, or am I just going to continue to like ensure myself? Like, yeah, it is surely weird.
Wouldn't it just be if it is a rock or not?
Yeah, that's essentially what you're trying to figure out.
It's the origin of stonework.
What does that mean, the origin of stonework?
Well, I don't know. I guess if I could think of some historical place to this or not, like historical, like.
Yeah, I think I can what you're saying. Just roll intelligence.
Okay. I got a 14.
They definitely look strange. They don't look like a usual rock, but it's hard to tell what they could be. So you guys, are you where you want to be, or?
Yeah, I'm good. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. You guys see?
I don't get a choice.
Nope, you're stuck where you are. You see, everyone sees as you see a small kind of white-robed man kind of comes out onto where just in front of where the guillotine is at the top of the stairs, and looks down on everybody and says, "Hear he, hear he. We've all gathered here today to celebrate a death to one that that is to an individual that is so willing to break our most sacred laws that he could not be held within our society in good faith." And you see the crowd kind of hypes up a little bit, and
Jesus.
Yeah. Wow.
the guy then says, it is a glorious day for Wickshire as we expunge this radical element from our peoples, and that we all would rejoice afterwards. So today, on Hynard 23rd of 1546, we will celebrate the death of Jax Talbash, a once celebrated soldier of the Wickshire militia, but now nothing but a criminal. And you see the crowd kind of boos and gets hyped up a little bit more. And the man that then says, "Then, under the power of God above, we take this man's life to better ourselves." And he then walks off the center stage and kind of where all the other important people are standing. I don't know why I stopped playing, but you hear the ringing of church bells as you are slowly walked forward
Would Jax know if it's like customary for people that are executed to get like last words?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Cool. Then I'm just.
Okay, as he's walking by, I go, Jax.
Do I hear that?
Where are you? Oh, where are you, Hannah?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Jax, if you want to respond real quick. You're walking by, so it has to be like a quick...
Jax gives like a nod of acknowledgement. And then
She's still disguised and you don't know.
Oh, yeah. Jax, we're here to save you.
Jax looks confused and then just keeps walking, maybe a little bit slower to buy whoever this person is that's trying to save me some time.
Okay.
That's fair.
As soon as you slow down, a guard like pushes you forward.
Hey, buddy. No, I wouldn't say that.
You guys walk up a little further. It is a slow walk. It seems like the guards are trying to build up some anticipation.
I
just saw Lou move in the corner of my screen.
That's why
so
you're doing it.
tiny. You're so tiny.
What are you doing?
Moving.
Where? Are you trying to get past the guard?
No, I'm just trying to stand on the side of the line of funky stones.
If you're going to try to get past the guards, you have to tell me so you can make rolls.
I'm looking around again.
Looking around
To
again?
to see if like there's anyone sketchy in the crowd. No,
Roll perception again, yeah.
Is there a reason why I'm not being hung? I see nooses over here.
They like guillotines for this type of execution. Well, actually, roll intelligence check, Jax.
Oh, well, I'm gonna fail it.
You never know.
Yeah, another 10 on disadvantage. I'm actually rolling well, it's just not.
That's fine. This is common knowledge because you would know that for especially important executions, the Duke and it's just customary in Wickshire that heads are decapitated from the body and placed on a spike attached to the central like big bridge in the city to warn people every day and remind them of why they were killed.
Remember why you were killed?
To remind the people why they were killed. And so you begin to ascend the steps. Hannah rolled really high, and you spot several of the agents that your friendly agents. You spot several black robed wearing people as well.
people in black robes.
Yep, with the masks.
What should we do? Should we just like hop out and yell about it?
I could cast down energy and get everyone's attention. Although I'm nowhere near you, how am I talking?
That's true. I shouldn't be talking to you. Okay, I feel pressured to just go out and yell. Okay, I move forward into the walkway.
As soon as you get to here, the guards immediately like shoot out a hand to try to grapple you. Do you resist?
Yes.
So you duck the first guy.
You did not roll well. You rolled a little better.
And you just managed to twist out of the grip of the second guy.
I kind of regret doing this now. I guess I'm out there, so
So you come out here.
yeah.
The guards
And then
you see the faces on the guards. They look at you like with fury and they're gonna start approaching you.
Okay, I yell, somebody's here to kill the Duke.
Roll persuasion at disadvantage.
So you probably have clarified that it was not you that is there to kill the Duke.
Oh god.
Oof.
Oh no. This is a bad idea.
The guards charge towards you. Hey, get her!
All right, one character down.
You're not surrounded by guards. But what you do spot with that really high perception check,
Yeah.
shimmering light dodging through people in the crowd as you see this weird warping of light shrouding something that's moving rapidly towards you.
Toward
Toward me?
Torophilia, yep.
Okay, I dodge it.
So now we'll start combat.
I was too hasty.
Wait, what?
I got worried.
Combat? How?
Celia.
Remember the last time we did combat?
Sorry, but I really have to try rolling a dice on these stairs.
Okay. The physics work.
I'm sorry in advance.
Can prevent things like this.
Rolled 5 nat 20s.
Damn. Save it,
Yeah.
dude.
All right, so we have to roll. We have to roll initiative for every single one of these spectators, right?
No. No.
Random woman number 47.
So we'll skip to where Ophelia is. Just start from there.
I feel targeted.
So in your first turn of combat, what do you do?
I am going to.
Oh, right. You spotted an invisible person rushing toward you.
Right, I'm going to dodge that.
Yeah, you can take the dodge action, so she'll have disadvantage on hitting you on her turn.
So acrobatics?
You take the action dodge, and then on her turn, she has disadvantage on hitting you.
Okay. And then I'm going to hold produce flame.
You already used your action to dodge.
Oh. Okay, then I yell again, someone is here to kill the Duke and we're trying to stop them.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, to Malgan.
Am I aware that people are like aggressive against me at this point, or am I like?
No, it's just Ophelia who saw something rushing for her.
I am going to cast thaumaturgy on my voice.
Okay.
And yell, "The Duke is in danger. What was it? The sewer cleaners or something?"
It's probably even funnier if you just say it like that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I guess I say it like that. What was it? The sewer cleaners or something are here to try to protect him, get him to safety. I have a whole minute, so I mean, I could say all that in a minute.
Filibuster.
Yeah.
I was born in a log cabin 20 years ago.
Vote for fracking. It increases jobs. I'm sure Malgan would be for fracking if he was born today.
Do you move or anything, or is that all you're doing?
That's all I'm doing.
Okay. Julius is going to kind of turn towards you and says, "This man is disrupting our event. A guard sees him."
That's Julius?
Yeah.
Did anybody see him in the house? I didn't. Lou didn't.
You guys heard him. I don't think anyone saw him. Damn. Okay.
Oh, that was something.
This guy spots the black-wearing people. He's going to rush towards them. He's in range. He'll make a dagger attack. That hits.
It's who?
He's attacking one of the black robe people. Takes 5 damage. To the Duke. See, he turns to you, Malgan, and you're getting like vibes that you feel for no one other than your father from this guy. He's frightfully stoic as he just looks down at you. Like disapproving.
I'm like shrinking into the crowd.
Hey, when you melt it into stone, can you like move through the stone?
I cannot. I can only come out from where I came in.
Okay.
That's why the ship idea was a big fucking brain, but I rolled poorly and I fell off.
Scar moves forward and says, "Hurry up! Get the prisoner over here. We haven't time to waste." This guy comes up to you, Ophelia, and says, "What's the plan? Or shall we get aggressive, or do you want to continue subtleties?"
We need to grab Dax and protect the Duke.
We're continuing the subtleties.
What do you mean continue subtleties?
We're like yelling.
Subtly get your way up.
Jax is probably
that
disappointed.
Okay.
Subtly get your ass up there and grab Jax and protect the Duke. That was mean.
This guy moves over to Malgan.
Didn't Lou get like a 14?
Was Lou the only
Yeah.
one who hasn't like broken cover?
Well, I started with Ophelia because it was kind of
Oh, yeah.
that was where it was.
Oh, wait, that doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Sorry. You see, Malgan, you see this guy approach you, and then kind of flicker his fingers in the air a moment as runes flare, and you guys see bombs explode all around the kind of concrete area of the executioner block, killing all the guards around here.
Oh shit. That's wild.
Yeah, you guys hear loud fiery explosions go off, and fire is everywhere. Malgan, can you roll a dex save for me?
Can do. So how long has this been?
It's been like a few turns, not even a minute yet.
Not even a minute. So I'm still technically in thaumaturgy.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right.
Not blue anymore. No, it's not my turn.
I'm just gonna roll normally so you guys can actually see it this time. Oof. And then Dex is -1, so I rolled a 6.
A 6? Okay. Ophelia, can you roll a dex save as well?
16.
16. So Ophelia rolled a 16?
Yep.
I think it's everybody. Yeah, everybody. So Lou and Jax, you two also roll dex saves.
Well, I'm gonna fail.
Wait, you don't have dex?
I my disadvantage because I'm exhausted. Oh no.
E.
It's over.
Lou does a sweet backflip to jump out of the way.
Yeah, Lou takes half. So I think it's just Lou who takes half damage from this.
Something bad happened to me because I rolled on that one.
So everyone suffers 28 damage and Lou suffers 14 damage.
Lame.
As Jax is thrown forward onto the stairs, knocked prone.
How much did I get?
You took 28 damage?
I did?
Yeah.
Good thing we have healing potions.
Some of us do. I don't have anything.
Oh no. Some of us have healing spells.
Wait. Oh, you're prone, okay.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not knocked down already. That'd be sad.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, there's so much fire.
Oh, I can't get through there now. That was kind of my plan.
Everything's fine.
These are fire bombs, so yeah, you guys are gonna start on fire. Well, not Lou, because he saved.
Am I okay because I got thrown out of it?
You failed to know you're on fire.
Oh, shit. Die.
Everyone's on fire.
This is gonna be the second death in a row.
You're on fire. You're on fire.
If I just never get a turn, then I won't die from being on fire. Correct.
Exactly. You guys also see that all the people that are close to the bomb also immediately die.
Whoa.
Is everyone else like scared or disturbed?
Yeah, they're running, and I just it's too much time to move them all, so.
Okay.
I feel like it's quite like scarier, assuming they're all doing exactly what they're doing right now, which is standing still and watching this.
It's like
Everyone's-
As if we're frozen by a spell.
Everyone's in shock right now. They don't know what's going on. Jax, what do you do?
yeah. I am going to get up
Okay.
And then get down.
and then do nothing because I don't know what I can do. Actually, wait. Can I like roll a perception check to see what's going on up at the top here?
Sure. You also take 2 fire damage.
Is he still on fire?
Yes,
Really?
you're on fire until you put it out, I think.
Can I put
Do you
myself
think
out?
that
Yeah, you can spend an action to try to put
Oh.
yourself
Alright, I'm
out.
gonna do that instead of looking.
Okay, you pat yourself down and put the fire out. You're no longer on
Is this-
fire.
do you think this is something we're gonna get done tonight, or should we?
No, if you guys want to stop, we just stop here.
Okay, sounds good. This is crazy.
Yeah, I was hoping we'd get to the battle
Fire
sooner, but whatever.
I'm like more than half dead.
Dax, you kind of always need a little bit of a helping hand, but we're here for you.
It's not me who got abandoned, or well, it is me who got abandoned. It's not me who abandoned.
Does the dice collision with the fire? That's fine.
Yeah.
Nope.
Doesn't.
Wow. That's a lot of dice.
Alright, remove. Yep.
Please don't
And
crash
then
the
it
game.
started running dice.
I just had to try it out. Wrapping things. No, that's crazy. I like this, the stage.
But yeah, until next time, I guess.
Alright.
Good.